Like, what is it that Sharif Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all?
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch the Wild and Odom, did I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch the Wild Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. It's the Love the Game podcast, man. We in the building. We're live. We're here. This is the Georgia State Championship recap. We just watched a very, very competitive matchup in 6A, and we had 3A championships earlier today as well. And we have some special guests in the building with us to talk today and do our recap. Locke, let's bring it in, big dog. Go ahead, Locke. Tell them who we got on the line with us, big dog.
Y'all know what I love to say. The South got something to say. Man, we got a good friend of mine. Been known for a few years. Well, for a while, really. I played for his brother, Marquise Davis, at Monroe. We got Lee County High School coach, Curvin Davis from Lee County High School. And we got MJ Taylor, man. The point guard from Lee County High School. What's up, fellas?
How y'all?
What's up?
Coach, man, we appreciate you being able to come on with us today, man, and really talk about 6A basketball so everybody can kind of understand how deep 6A is, how competitive 6A is. But before we get kicked off, Coach, I do have a question to ask you.
Yes, sir.
How was Locke as a player in high school?
A bum.
Curvin, I don't even remember.
I remember. Yeah, he was a baby Dennis Rodman.
Hey, I'm fine with that. Hey,
Locke was small ball court.
Yeah, he was a Dennis Rodman type.
you see what EJ Brown told you? I was an undersized post.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I saw a picture of Locke with some goggles on, man. Was he still wearing?
No, why don't do me like that?
That might have been me, bro. You might be confusing them too.
Yeah, don't do me like that.
Hey, man. But Coach, I do want to congratulate you guys on a great season. I know it didn't end the way y'all wanted it to end, but a great season nonetheless, man. You guys lost in the playoffs to Kell. Hard-fought 5-point game. Beat Chattahoochee in a great game in the playoffs, man. Under COVID, which, I mean, as tough of conditions that there is to play. Coach, just kind of tell us a little bit about, the season, this group of kids that you got, and what it was like kind of leading these young men through the adversity that y'all had this year.
Man, it was a year. Actually, it's been a year in the making for about 3 years. It started back when we lost to Langston Hughes the year they won the state. They beat us at our place at the buzzer. And we just kind of been chipping at it. And finally this year we got an opportunity to get for MJ to kind of mature into this senior player that y'all see and heard about. He by far my best point guard coaching, period. And he basically took on my idea. He also passed it on to his team. I mean, you got to keep in mind now. We we took a bunch of neighborhood kids to the Final Four. That's hats off to MJ. To where these are his buddies from middle school and elementary school, and to take a bunch of neighborhood kids and make the run we make against high caliber players, that's to me, that's all about the buy-in. And that's by trusting the process and just trusting the things that I'm trying to instill in him, because it wasn't easy. Because the last 2 years he missed the game-winning shots or the game to tie up, and I reminded him all the time. And his response was so different than most kids. It's normally go tell your parents, coach blamed the game on me. But he was the type kid. He just worked harder. So this year he made about 7 game winners. So he took the criticism the right way, and he took the challenge the right way, and that's why he had, in my opinion, that's why he had such a great year.
MJ, I want to talk about some of those game winners, man. What is kind of going through your head when the game is on the line and you know coach is joining up for you? Like, how are you feeling in those moments to take and make all those shots?
I mean, in those moments, like Coach said, the past couple years, I've been put in no position to take the shots, and I missed. So that kind of like, I didn't. My sophomore year, I missed from the corner. My junior year, I missed from the top of the key. So after my junior year, I was like, I can't miss no more of them shots. I'm gonna have to make those shots my senior year because it's gonna be on me to take them shots. I kept working, stayed after practice, was shooting, and I just felt comfortable shooting. I just got comfortable shooting the ball. So when those moments came down to it, I ain't feel no pressure. Like, it kind of felt like I had to take, like it was meant for me to take these shots. And I stepped up, shot the ball confident, knocked them down.
What is that moment like when you know, we all been in the gym or by ourselves or at the park by ourselves, you know, pretending that countdown is happening, 3, 2, 1, we let it go. But what is it like to be in that moment for real when the whole place is going crazy and you just hit the game winner, especially in the state tournament when the stake is so big?
Oh, it feels good to actually be in it. Like you said, practicing it at home, doing the countdown in your head. It's fun, but it ain't nothing like the real thing. When you hit it, when the gym packed out and you hit the shot, and everybody running after you, grabbing you, tackling you, yeah, it was just a great feeling.
You went and battled MJ, one of the most decorated guards in our game, in AJ White. Y'all went to war, y'all went to battle, and you came out on top. What was that type of experience like going into that game, knowing that was your matchup?
It was a good experience. You know, I never really played like a top player before like that, like who people know about. I never really played it, so it was my first time, and I knew I was the underdog in it. Like, I hear and talks about it, like MJ not gonna be able to do this, MJ not gonna be able to do that. He gonna do this, he gonna do that. So I just took that. I used that as motivation throughout the game, and whenever I had a chance to guard him or go at him, I did.
Coach, what did you see different from MJ coming into this year? Did you know that this was going to be a special season, or was it something that kind of developed throughout the season?
Yeah, it's something that developed. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I knew it. It developed. We made a few changes along the way. We actually have another guard that's pretty athletic, and we put him at the point because MJ draws so much attention, and put MJ off the ball so he could be free to basically facilitate from the wing. And when we did that, we kind of went on run, and you know, we stretch defense. We make people uncomfortable. In today's game, that's a lost art, in my opinion. You know, everything is score first. And I finally got a kid, you know, we had some game earlier where everybody just trying to score. And I'm like, man, our identity is defense. And once we bought into that, I didn't have to mention that anymore, really, because they saw, it's one thing to say it, and then it's another thing to see it. And when they started, shucks, after the Region tournament, it was hard for people to get the ball up the floor, especially get a shot off comfortably.
MJ, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go, Dre. I'll leave my question last.
MJ, on the defensive end of the floor, is that something that you feel like you take pride in, that you learn from Coach over the years to really take pride on that side of the ball?
Yes, it has. It really has. Like, since my freshman year, he been stressing defense. Like, if you don't play defense, if you're not going hard, if you're not giving all you got on defense, you're not gonna play. So since my freshman year, I've been focused on defense. Like, it was defense. And like he said, that's what gets us going on the offensive end. When we play defense, get turnovers, get in fast, get in transition. That's what creates our offense. That's what gets us going.
So, Curvin, you a South Georgia guy. I'm a South Georgia guy. And so tell us how big, because Lee County is known for football. We know that. We have this discussion all the time. So how big was it for Lee County basketball and just for South Georgia, for a team that no one really talks about in 6A basketball? Like, y'all was nowhere in the rankings. Y'all was nowhere in the favorite. I'll be honest, I didn't even have y'all going this far.
Right.
And for y'all to go to the Final Four, just talk about how big is that for Lee County and the South Georgia basketball community.
And I think it's really big because we get a bad rap sometime on our quality of ball. I've been coming to the clinics in Atlanta and places like that. You hear it. So that used to be my drive too, to talk to all the coaches here. Let's go to these clinics, man. Let's get exposed. Let's do the little things to give our kids these opportunities. So when I started seeing the level of play, and I came through in the 80s and 90s when it was in South Georgia was the hotbed. But it was big for South Georgia, and it was also big for me personally. To come in a football situation where it's dominant, take neighborhood kids and create a culture in a short period of time. We're talking 8 years. We done played for the region championship 4 or 5 times, won it twice. Seems like every year is another notch in the belt and another piece of history that's being established. So our kids get a chance to see that, you can be a 2-sport kid, or you can be a basketball guy and do well at it. Just if you commit yourself. So for South Georgia, I think South Georgia might be back on the map like it was in the 90s.
That's good. Yeah. So MJ, how you feel about you MJ, I've been watching you since the 3rd or 4th grade, and some of those guys from Lee County you've been playing with. I know you've been playing with Brandon Bush, one of your closest friends. Like, how does it feel to just do that for South Georgia and Lee County basketball, just to make Lee County basketball known throughout the state? Because now when people say Lee County, the first name they're gonna probably think of is MJ Taylor and Coach Curvin Davis.
It definitely feels good. Like, over the past years, everybody been counting us out, or they didn't think we can do it. Like when they talk to us, they'll say, yeah, this, yeah, that, but in reality, they really ain't think we were good. Like, they didn't think we would beat none of the Auburn team. They didn't think we definitely wouldn't beat none of the Atlanta team. They just think we wouldn't do good at all. But to go out this year and make it to the Final Four, all those people who said we couldn't do it, they started supporting this year. So, like, it definitely feels good, because that means we got them to recognize, like, we can do this and we can do that. We can compete to the highest level possible. So, yeah, it definitely feels good.
Yeah. So, Mondre and Bryce, y'all don't know, all Benny schools don't really deal with the Lee County schools, and they right next to each other.
Why not?
I don't know. Curve, you can answer that question better than I can.
I mean, it's a number of things. We're adjacent to each other, and I think football kind of created the divide, so to speak. There's a lot of football being so successful, and a lot of the older kids were coming over playing for Lee County. And I think that kind of left a bad taste. But basketball wise, we before we got to Lee County, Lee County was the cupcake game, the game that everybody was gonna get an opportunity to play. And from day one, the first year I got there, we lost to Westover by 5, and from that point on, we didn't lose to them again. So it's those small little monumental victories that's what I said. It's been like an 8-year deal. Sweet 16 a couple times, Elite 8 a couple times, and being able to crack that Elite 8, that was big. And the respect factor around now is you can't even measure it right now.
Coach, do you feel like that this program has turned the corner? And if so, how much of that credit goes to the relationship that you and MJ have been able to establish on the floor?
MJ a big part of it. MJ has his temperament and his humility has made it really easy to coach. He's a sponge. I'm gonna give you an example. The last 2 weeks of practice, me and MJ coached the team. The last week against Pale, we made a defensive adjustment. That was his call. So it got to the point where he learned what we were doing to the point where he was almost like an assistant coach. And he was just that locked in the last month of this season to where I could take a step back and let him coach his own team. So that to me, that's a testament of him believing in me and believing in us, and the fact that he has enough humility to say, you know what, I can trust what coach is saying and what we're doing. And he actually just learned it as well as we are. And I can't do nothing but respect him.
That's good. So MJ, how you feel about that? Because the Davis boys, they tough. Mark and Kirk, everybody can't play for those two guys. And you got to be a special breed to really play for Kirby.
That's right.
So how does it feel to hear your coach say that?
It feels good to get that respect. Like it feels good because like he has a great system. Like if you really buy into the system, and if you really buy in, then it's very successful. And for the past couple of weeks, ever since we won the region championship, ever since we stepped into the playoff, I was like, we can do it. We can get far. Like we can get as far as we want. So I just got focused, got rid of all the distractions outside. Like these past couple of weeks, I was really focused. Like no outside distraction bothered me. I was just straight focused on basketball and trying to get to the state championship. Fell short, but yes, I appreciate it. It feels good getting that respect from coach.
That's what's up. That's what's up there.
One of the best compliments I think I've ever heard a coach give to a kid was to say that he's an assistant coach on the floor, and I trusted his adjustments in games. That's huge. I'll ask you both this last question. Guys, Coach, tell me what's next for Lee County basketball, and MJ, let us know what's going to be up next for you.
Next is in about a week, we're going to start back getting at it again. But we got some young guys, but we got some talented young guys. And, we'll start our conditioning next week, playing for the summer. We've set the bar high, so, we've injected ourselves with this confidence, and we just got to ride the momentum, get these kids to continue to take this abuse that I'm dishing out and see, hope we can keep getting these great end results.
For sure. MJ, what's next for you, sir?
What's next for me is obviously the college level. I'm going to stay in the gym, keep working, get better. Weigh my options with college, with the schools that are interested in me, that are offering me so far. weigh my options, make sure I get into the right school, and hopefully go far with this basketball career.
That's good, man.
Fellas, we appreciate you guys coming on. MJ, when you make your decision, I hope you grace us with another appearance and come on to Commit Live on the show, man. We'd love to have you back.
Yes, sir.
Curve, hey man, shout out to the Lee County Round Ball Classic.
That's
Hey,
right.
this is an event where he gets team. He y'all don't even know. Eagles Landing came down to Lee County and played in a Round Ball Classic, the state champions.
And got their only loss in all that.
Oh yeah, did y'all beat them?
Monroe beat them.
Monroe beat them.
That's
So,
right.
it's definitely tough competition down at the Lee County class. He brings teams from New York, you get teams from Florida, and you get teams from the area. So definitely a great event that I always love attending. Seeing different teams out there.
For sure. Shout out to the Round Ball coach. We appreciate you for coming on. MJ, thank you, sir, for coming on. Hope to have you back next season when we see Lee County doing their thing again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right, coach.
Thank you.
All right, MJ. Yep.
That's an amazing relationship right there between player and coach.
Great relationship, man. And it's funny, man. Curvin had some good guards. I don't have a ton of arguments with him about him, MJ, some of his other guards that's in college. And since the beginning of the end of last season, he's always said MJ has been my best guard I ever coached. And at that time, I didn't see it.
Wow.
And look at it a year later, look at the end results.
Yeah, that's huge. The compliment to say, hey, in practice, he coached the team, and I coached the team, like they matching up in practice. To me, that tells me that the player has bought in, like, on another level. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're really buying in and you're studying what the coach is saying to where you can run practice, you could call sets, like you're pretty locked in, and that shows a tremendous amount of trust too. So
yeah, because I don't see a ton of coaches doing that.
No, or having the trust in a player to do it. Where you think MJ ends up? You want to guess on a commitment?
Yeah, man. You know, I think he's going to Corey Black events tomorrow, which I think he's going to do his thing. You know, I think a ton of more. He has good grades. He's a qualifier. Man, I don't know, man, because he can, you know, he can go JUCO. He has some JUCO looks. You know, he has Fort Valley. You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, when he does his thing tomorrow, he's going to get more looks. You know, he may decide to go prep to work on his body to get bigger. So he has a ton of options where he can go. You know, if you'd have went to the state and played against Willard, I think his option would have even got even wider. Playing on that, you know, playing on that state championship platform against a powerhouse Willard, and you play well, that, you know, that opens up your recruitment on a whole different level and stuff. And
For sure.
You know, but I'm glad something like this happened to Lee County, a team that, you know, I talked about a little, but not a whole lot. But then for them to be known throughout the state now, and that just shows you it's great basketball played throughout the entire state, not just the metro area.
Oh, that's facts.
Like, you got 3 teams out of Augusta won a state championship, 2 girls, 1 boys, I think. You got Baldwin winning in Milledgeville. You know, you have, we're going to get to hell, Cross Creek beating Sandy Creek. Like, Atlanta, I feel like this, the Metro has the players, some of the best players, but hey, man, it's some great coaches and great teams outside that we don't talk about at all, girls and boys.
The state of Georgia is just so deep. in regards to talent. Bryce, you came right in time.
Yeah, I was waiting for my time to jump on. I
Yeah.
hope ain't nobody saving nobody on here, man.
I mean,
Somebody got their cape on. They saving somebody.
hey, Please was about to get caught, bro.
Man, ain't nobody got time for that shit, man. Look,
Please
man,
was about to be caught.
ain't nobody got time for that, man.
They were on sale. The Please were on sale. Are we gonna go ahead and talk about this Sandy Creek thing?
Let's get the Kale and Wheeler out. Let's go ahead.
We're gonna talk about Kale and Wheeler first.
Yeah, because that Sandy Creek and Cross Creek may take another 30, 45 minutes. So we gotta give my dude Shep, Coach Larry.
That's two.
That's bad. That's bad. We got I'm gonna start calling them guys Drake and Future.
Hey, that's a lot of rings. That's a lot of diamonds on your finger, man.
Hey, that's gonna be Drake and Future right now. That's how they looking in these streets right now.
You know, Shep gonna get on that Twitter soon, boy. You know he gonna be hopping on that Twitter. But
which he should.
You know what? Like with Wheeler, it's hard to give Larry a full week of preparation time. You know what I'm saying? With where he's as many times as he's won, as many times as he's been in the championship, it's hard to give somebody like that much time because it's almost like the Super Bowl. You know what to do Monday, you know what to do Tuesday, you know what to do Wednesday, you know to travel Thursday. You know what I mean? Like you know the process, and he knows the process. It's hard to beat him in that. And so, you know, it's not shocking to me. And Wheeler also has the roster to match the coaching. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're back again next year. You know what I mean? So I really don't have much to say about it. That's all I got to say, man. It's tough.
Man, you know what's crazy? I had a discussion with somebody else earlier today. When Scooter hung on that rim when they won the region, I won't be surprised that it's hung up in Wheeler's locker room.
Oh, it probably is.
And they seen that every day in the state playoffs.
Yeah, he definitely dumped on him after the game. after.
And I feel like they looked at it and like, okay, we're gonna have the last laugh.
Yeah. And I'll give you a region if I'm gonna get a state all day.
All day, every day.
Yeah. So
I want to toss this out here too. Two things actually. The degree of difficulty in what Wheeler just did might be one of the most spectacular things that I've seen since I've been watching Georgia high school basketball.
Really?
7A was the hardest classification last year.
Thanks.
To me, without question.
Oh, yeah, last year, definitely. Yeah. For sure.
And they won a state championship against the Monstars.
They were not supposed to win last year.
Against the Monstars. When we talk about, lineups and what games you're supposed to win and what games you're not. Wheeler played against the Monstars last year and won. 6A, the most loaded classification this year. Here comes Wheeler. After losing a player that I thought was irreplaceable in Sam Hines. And another state championship. The degree of difficulty in doing that is, to me, like, can't be overstated. Like that, to me, that is off the charts. Like when they beat Grayson and they said coaching matters, everybody took that as a shot at Pierce. I didn't.
No, I didn't either.
But damn it, coaching matters. Like, we gotta put some respect on Larry's name, bro. Chef.
But the thing is,
just the entire staff.
yeah.
Yes.
But Dre, if I think we've been putting respect on Larry's name though. Like if you've been seeing him at the Green Forest days,
but Bryce, you say
not at
that.
the level we should.
Bryce, you say that, but I feel like he didn't get the respect he deserved at Green Forest because I always heard he has all those Africans. There was always that asterisk there. He has all those Africans, those 7-footers. He's supposed to win that.
Okay, I agree. So now he's won 2 in 7A.
Well, 1 in 7A, 1 in 6A.
Yeah.
I don't even know have that been done.
Honestly,
he's won 3.
Honestly, to me, I feel like when you win, like when you're winning in 7A and 6A, I feel like that's worth 2. Like,
I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to piss nobody off. Larry Thompson is the best coach in basketball right now.
Why you whisper?
They're coming for me. They're gonna come and get me. They're gonna
say it with your chest, my guy.
I don't got no problems with nobody. I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't got no issues with nobody. And I don't want to fight nobody. Larry Thompson is the best coach in Georgia basketball right now. Let's argue. I mean,
you can't argue with that.
Please don't cut this and send this to Charlotte White. Please don't.
No, but
I'm just saying.
I haven't seen where one coach won in 3 classifications in this decade. Well, no, it's a new decade, it's 2020. But but what coach can you think of won in 1A private, 6A, 7? He won at the highest classification. He won at the low with 1A private, and he won at 6A. There's 3 different classifications.
I'm looking at the degree of difficulty, though.
Yeah,
he
the degree of difficulty is
in
extreme high.
A private when damn Kobe Simmons and all of them was in private. He won in 7A when damn Caleb Murphy and all the bro.
Yeah.
He wins at 6A.
I don't think people, but Dre, I don't think people understand how hard it is to win at those levels of 6A and 7A. You have to guard that. We're talking about school.
See, and this is what I'm talking about. I feel like look at the comments. I feel like this shit coming. Y'all gonna make me say it, and I don't want to say it, but y'all gonna make me say it. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. He's the best coach in basketball right now. You're wrong. I'm not gonna say it because the names that are being mentioned are, you know me, the names that are being mentioned, I've said were off limits and sacred ground. Eddie Martin's name, Sherman White's name are off limits and sacred ground. I never want to come off as disrespectful, ever, 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 ever. What Larry Thompson just did, the degree of difficulty in what he just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Above and beyond. Above and beyond. It's not just the different classes, it's who's in the class.
Yeah, if you win at 7A, man, and you come down one class and dominate 6A.
Hey, let me tell you something. People don't understand, bro. That's 7A. When you in the locker room and you on the sideline, that is different, dude. Hey, it is high level. Them dudes are extremely athletic. They're extremely physical. To me, like, that shit worth 2 rings, bro.
And I say this because, too, we all know when Larry first got the Willer and they were losing, he was on his ass.
Oh.
They was on his ass. It was all Larry's on the hot seat.
After 1 year.
After 1 season, he was on the hot seat.
He said he won in 4 classifications. What classes did he win in? I know of 2.
But Dre, you're right.
It's a different.
Look, I look at it like this. Hey, how many great coaches in 7A doesn't have a championship?
Tell me what?
How many great coaches in 7A
don't
have a state championship?
A lot of them don't.
Hey,
how many great coaches?
After we know, Bryce, what we gonna do, baby? That's what it looks like. That's what championship energy sounds like. back to back, baby, and we going for 2 more, baby. Wheeler Wildcats
Hey,
playing with us.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so
I
glad.
haven't heard Mark in months.
Hey, hold on. Bring the phone
Hey,
back.
Mark,
Hey, hold on, Frank. Bring the phone back.
Mark, I gotta go. We're in the middle of the
Hold
show, big dog. I'm gonna hit you.
I'm so glad that they bounced back from Mark's 30-piece in fall league to win a state championship.
I'm gonna hit
Hey.
you back, bro. I love the energy, man.
But
Listen.
okay, you
Again,
won 3 different classes. That's tough.
that is
was 5A, 4A, pace, 3A.
hey. So I'm gonna ask the question, Sylvester. So you're saying the degree of difficulty
Right,
is
it's-
the same?
No,
It's not the same.
not the same, bro.
No disrespect, and I don't want to go in on that because I don't even want to remotely sound disrespectful. Because Sherman White forgot more basketball when he took a nap after winning the state championship today than I know. I don't even want to remotely sound disrespectful, but the degree of difficulty in that is not the same in what Larry just did. Mark just called a lot. I gotta send Mark a link to just jump on the show.
Yeah, tell him to jump on. Since he got all that energy right now, he about to get he get his ring coming in the mail.
Shifu on the ring. I'm trying to think, Bryce, of you coach in 7A. You were with Westlake, a program that knows how to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
dude, any given night you playing like at least 3 or 4 Division One players on each team, and then you got highest level coaching. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I'm sorry, it's not the same. It's not. It's not. It's more physical. They're getting up and down.
Wow.
Got to think about it. Larry's first year, he had EJ Montgomery. He had the dude at Georgia Tech right now, and he has a grad transfer who's at UCF. That's 3 high major players. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different up there, bro. It's just different. I'm sorry. Different.
no disrespect to anybody.
Nah,
I'm trying to show love.
because if you can win a state championship at any level, you are
Yes.
extremely gifted.
Yes. Yes. And
That's
if you
the way I
can-
look at it.
and if you can win 9 of them,
Yeah,
you're
you're blessed.
unicorn level good.
Yeah, you different. Yeah, you
You're
different.
different. I don't want to disrespect nobody because we're in rare air with what we're saying
Yeah.
right now. But I don't know if I've ever seen what we just saw.
I had a feeling that they were just going to be able to get Kel this game again because, like I said, you give him a week to prepare and lock down on Scoot and game plan and watch film. They're tough to beat. It's too hard. It's tough.
Yeah.
So,
And,
yeah,
and
anytime you win one, man, you are way, you are far above the curve.
what do we think is next for Larry? What's the next challenge?
You keep winning.
You just keep it going.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say he's not,
It could be higher than Wheeler besides college.
that's my point.
Nah.
That's,
But Dre, I think when you're winning, like he's winning and he's got the program that he has, I don't think you
keep going.
I don't think you stop until you kind of plateau, in my opinion. You've won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
You try to come back and go 3-peat. Why I'm going to college for? I'm comfortable. I'm good. Now they're gonna be knocking. I mean, they already were, but now they're really knocking on my door. Can I come? I gotta come to Wheeler. I know y'all win. You know what I'm saying? So why? To be a college coach, to go on the road and recruit and be away from your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nah, I think you keep it going until you can't.
Talking about with Sherman.
Larry.
Yeah,
Like him being a college coach.
He said Dre's question was what was next.
what's next?
I said you keep winning.
You got Isaiah Call, you keep winning.
Yeah. And then you reload, you keep going.
Well, and I asked that because, right, we talk about the best coaches all the time. And maybe it's because I don't even know what it is. When we talk about best coaches all the time, we talk about best coaches. We talk about Jesse McMillan. We talk about Sharman White. We talk about Eddie Martin. Not even Eddie Martin as much now as we used to, but we still do. And then we mention George at Pebblebrook. We mention coach from Milton. Like, we start mentioning these names.
Dre.
And Larry's name doesn't
Yes, it does.
come up to the top of that as much as I feel like maybe it should. Or maybe I'm just missing the conversations.
I think you just missing the conversation. I feel like for even though you can stay at the high school level, I still feel like there's things you can accomplish. Like, now he can go do USA basketball. Why does he not get a USA basketball invite? You know what I'm saying? Now you go win a gold medal. Yeah, I'm still a high school coach. I go win a gold medal. Shit. I might get some type of, you know what I'm saying? I go do some camps and clinics. I got 4, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to move up to college to say what's next. Well, I keep winning. Shit. I think
that would change now because he has Isaiah. He has a guard that can play USA. So they may take Isaiah and say, hey, bring your coach Larry.
But I think Larry stands alone in that regard, though. I don't think
for real, he does.
Saying that too.
Off a kid, you know what I'm saying? I think he could get invited. Man, I know this, and this Domino's hitting tonight too. I'm about to read another slice. But
it's Friday. We normally don't do shows on Friday, so we are eating. It's 10 o'clock. You know, get some drinks in the air.
We were supposed to be at the pinups, but Dre called us emergency week-long podcast. So.
Hey, I'm not going to pinups until I get my second shot.
Are you good? You got 65% immunity.
Hey, but on the 25th though, I got me a T-shirt to say "fully vaccinated," my boy. Ain't no mask.
I'm getting mine like next week. First one like next week.
Can't wait to go to the tournament with no mask on.
Oh no, I'm still wearing the mask though.
Fully vaccinated, my boy.
But yeah,
the CDC said that you could go indoors with no mask if you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah, I like wearing my mask though, to be honest, because when I be talking about people, they can't. When I be laughing at people.
Hey, I enjoy Coming to America too.
I'm about to watch Coming to America. I'm gonna watch it this weekend because y'all be hating on it.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I watched it twice already. I took it for what it was.
Why people don't like it?
Because it's not.
They comparing it to the first one.
Yeah, they comparing it to the first one, and like I told somebody, it has the same actors. It's just a movie in what's going on right now in our era.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they try to make it relate to the younger generation instead of our generation.
I think I'm gonna hate it now.
You get your mind right. Then watch it.
I gotta come get some lemonade. I gotta come get some lemonade. I'm gonna come
get your mind right.
Or whatever that fruit juice is, Locke be drinking. I'm gonna come and get some.
Get your mind right. Then watch it.
That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so it's 10:20. Here it goes, Locke. Are you ready?
We got 10 minutes.
Take up for your boy. Go.
No. Person, hold on.
Defend it, Locke. Defend it.
I can't defend it. I don't know that man personally. Only thing, I don't know. Y'all look, he lost. Like Sandy Creek lost. Like we kind of said it off the show that they can lose.
No, we didn't.
No, I did. I said it, but I don't think I said it. I really felt.
I said there's no possible way that they should.
Yeah, you said that. But I knew Cross Creek made it to the state last year.
How do you lose
They're
with
still not supposed to lose again.
You're not supposed to lose, but
let's
okay.
keep it 100.
But
Let's keep it what it is.
okay, and guess what? And I feel you. There's no excuse. I don't want to make it seem like this is an excuse.
Hey, let me
I don't want y'all to. This is not no excuse, but I don't want to take nothing from Cross Creek. That's what I'm. Because no, because we're going to discuss more about what Sandy Creek did losing the game instead of Cross Creek winning the game.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have a McDonald's All-American and four other Division I players. What you mean? It's not that we're not putting some respect. We're not taking anything away from the state champion
At all.
But let's be honest here. Come on now. Look at the roster. Look at it.
No, he lost the game.
And I'm gonna tell you how much.
Let me give you an example. Huff started at Holy Innocents. He was 0-8. You was on his head.
Facts.
And he had a roster. It wasn't even as good.
For weeks, he was on his head.
I don't think his roster was as good as Sandy Creek's roster.
I'm not. That's the thing. I'm on Sandy Creek. Look, we haven't really talked about Sandy Creek none of this season because we automatically felt like they should win the state championship.
They should have.
They should. He dropped the ball. He choked. Whatever we say. Whatever. He did it. I'm not making no excuse. He dropped the ball.
What is it? Yeah. So what is it? Okay.
No, you're making excuses.
I'm not. I just don't want to spend the whole time talking about what Sandy Creek didn't do and not talk about Cross Creek.
So tell us what Cross Creek did.
I didn't watch the game, unfortunately.
So
okay, listen.
I was dry. I was out.
I'm gonna show Cross Creek some love because, and I'll say this.
Right.
I knew that they were good. I invited them to Lemon Street.
You did. Yeah. You asked me about that team.
I wanted them in Lemon Street. They were set to come. The district wouldn't let them travel. That's the only reason why they weren't in Lemon Street. So it's not that we didn't have respect for them or know that they could play. We knew that they could play. But you're not supposed to beat the McDonald's All-American and high major point guard and a freshman that has high major offers already.
They have a Division I forward as well.
You weren't supposed to beat that team.
No, you wasn't. You wasn't at all. But you know what? Cross Creek girls and boys won.
They did. So they have a great program. But
well, y'all.
Look, I hate this.
On his, hey, y'all want me to get on his head? I would get on his head.
You should. If it was Huff.
No. I do that to Huff for motivation, so Huff can shut me up. Right. I told Huff that I do that so Huff can shut me up.
You should have done it to them too, because
I can't do it like y'all just is a don't look how Jabari Miles Rife and Jabari been playing really well, but they have been playing some tough games on their. None of their games really been blowouts. When they went to I'm not saying no excuse, but I'm saying, did we really look at their team as instead of just looking at them as outside of McDonald All-American and Miles Rice? Because from what I heard, nobody showed up. Only person that really played well was Jabari. That's what I heard.
It doesn't matter. He's a McDonald.
I know it doesn't matter.
He's 6'10". What else do you need?
Okay.
Yeah,
Huff
lost by 3 today.
Yeah, he did.
They'll be back. Yeah, they lost by 3 today in the national.
Show this next message. This next comment. I heard that point guard is good at Cross Creek.
He is really good.
Yes. Again, we're deflecting from the main topic here. You have a top 10 player in the class, but not top 5. I don't know what he is.
Well, just what I'm saying. What else do you want me to say he lost? What else to say?
Get him. Call him a bum, Lock. That's what I want you to say.
I don't call no coaches bum.
I didn't watch the game either, so I'm not calling nobody a bum. All I'm saying is you got a 6'10" dude that damn near looks like Kevin Durant, can get a bucket on the outside, inside, corner, for anywhere you put him on the floor. So
Yeah,
it ain't
no,
right to me. I'm just saying.
I'm just happy. I'm happy that Bryce is motivated and jumping in because people say that I'm a hater. People told me that I was hating on Moultrie. I just didn't like Moultrie because I was friends with Zacho. Then you tell me that I got something against Coach J Mack at Sandy Creek. I don't. You just calling a spade a
But
spade.
you don't.
Yeah,
You don't
you are not. You're definitely doing that. I'm not gonna take that away
Just
because
call it a
you've been calling out Sandy Creek since day one. They keep dropping the ball.
yeah, I said that there's no way Sandy Creek loses. I've been on their side because I'm like, yo, they got it. They got it. And I'm watching them.
Hey man, 3 years in a row, you had the team to do it. You were a favorite to win it 3 years in a row, and you didn't. It's just calling a spade a spade. I would have celebrated had they won.
The thing that hurts is you lose that class too. That class goes.
Yeah, that class is that.
You might get a McDonald's All-American one time in your career. Most people don't get them at all.
I just got a text message. I'm just gonna read it. I'm not gonna say who it's from. I'm just gonna read the text message. Okay. This is from nobody. The text message says, I'm gonna skip the top part.
Oh, you got to read the whole message.
No, I can't read the whole message.
You sound you. Never mind. Just read it.
Okay. I'll read the whole thing. And nobody, you ain't gonna know who it is anyway. For political reasons, I can't say this online, but Sandy Creek has been outcoached all year. He's a bum with 5 exclamation marks.
I know who said that.
I know who typed that. I know who talks like that.
Yeah.
I would be willing to bet that y'all don't know who said this, but I just got that text message.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm not gonna go that far. I may call somebody a bum jokingly. I will never call somebody a bum seriously.
Yeah, I ain't calling nobody a bum. He still made it there, but
yeah,
he made it there twice. It's hard to get there.
We have jokes. I mean, shit. When I went to South Carolina and we jumped out the car in our first game and got smacked, the jokes was coming. The jokes gonna fly, my boy. That's just how it is. It ain't no hate. Like, I feel like the first time I said it, people took it personal. It's not personal. It's just
you. So what I don't understand is what for the life of me, I just don't understand, and I wish somebody could explain it to me. How you have somebody that is dude is like Kevin Durant of high school basketball, and you're telling me. And Locke, what you did? Locke, don't.
I'm not giving no excuse. That's what. But guess what? This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. We've been talking about this one program the whole entire time. Something that I didn't want to do. We didn't even name the point guard name from Cross Creek, Devin Pope. So that's what I'm saying.
This is my last question, and I'm done. You have somebody that is the Kevin Durant of high school basketball. He can go down low and foul anybody out. You're telling me that's not his game. He can do everything. So everything is his game in high school right now. So I just don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So I would like somebody to enlighten me how you have the Kevin Durant of high school basketball.
He had
30 points on the line.
He lost.
Nice, they're gonna call you a hater. They're gonna call you a hater.
Hey, they come what they want. I'm just being honest.
Okay. I want y'all to know that I'm not saying all this, and I didn't gas Bryce up to say it either.
Right. I haven't said anything wrong. What have I said wrong? What have I said that's not true?
I said the same thing when I said it.
I wanted them to win. I wanted them to win. I chose them to win.
We all chose. No one chose Cross Creek outside of Augusta.
That's the only thing I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, okay, like what? Okay, and we're not talk about them no more. We can talk about Cross Creek.
No, but like you said, it's at the point where the talent's there. They're just not winning. This their second time going to the state. They went with TJ Bickerstaff. They went far with Jared Godfrey. Now they went far with Miles Rice and Jabari Smith.
What more do you need? You need two McDonald's?
No. I don't know what you need because I haven't coached in the state finals, but talent's there. Something's going on. We don't know. Something's going on.
Or nothing's going on.
All right, bro.
No, I don't look. It's
So anyway, I sent a DM. Yeah, man. Yeah.
My boy said, I don't know what's happening.
Me personally, I don't want something just always like Curvin said, you want to get that monkey off your back. You just want to get that weight off your shoulders. This was the year to get the weight off his shoulders.
Easily. This was the easiest year. Yeah.
And now that he didn't get it done this year, he may not even have an opportunity like this. Because right now, it's like, come on, dude.
And I'm leaving this young man's name up on the screen on purpose, just so you know.
I sent him a DM. I sent him a DM after that championship game and told him I had a spot open on an onside team. So if he watching, anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta watch the game. I gotta go back and buy it. I'm have to go back and buy it and watch it.
I would take that shot too, Bryce, but I can't recruit against the Canes, man. Y'all too powerful, though.
They got another guard though. A guard named Devin Pope.
Shout out to Chad Cook. Chad Cook was the one who I reached out to get Cross Creek's phone number.
Hold up, wait a damn minute.
What's up?
I'm just looking at the comment. It said Burger Boys losing the state championship all the time.
Ooh, okay.
He's not lying.
I'm not. Yeah, okay, yes, they probably do. But like you just said a second ago, Locke,
not in 3A.
This was the year for them to get it done.
No, this was there's no way in hell you bring in Miles Rice and as a star, and you got the other kid.
Small power forward that dunks everything, bro.
No, he dropped the ball. It's not. Y'all make me seem like I'm defending. I'm not defending.
No, no. I know
I did not disagree with none of the things you said.
Maybe the kids had a bad night. It happens. They might have had a bad night. But when
I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying they had a bad night. He fucked up.
Who?
Just overall, like Sandy Creek. What Sandy Creek did?
They thought they had it in the bag.
Oh
no,
God.
They had to get that. Yeah, they thought they had it in the bag. There's no way you would have thought, but somebody that comment that Sean made, it does happen because EJ Montgomery lost.
Yes,
state championship.
But this was a different level of game. This was a very winnable game. So I gotta watch the game because I don't want to dig too deeper into it, and I haven't watched all of it. But I just don't understand, bro.
I went back and watched it.
I don't understand. It's just like I don't know. And yeah, so the point guard for Cross Creek look like he's nice. He look like he's nice.
He is nice.
Okay. What Kowalski just said, post Kowalski, because that's what I heard. I heard Cross Creek was a really good team, really well coached. They were just a better team
today,
right? Not overall, not every day.
But you only have to be the
and Jabari is the best player on the floor. And if you put him in different spots to score, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think it matters. Like you put him in the short corner, you put him at the high post. Shit, sometimes he brings the ball down. You put him low. There's nothing that anybody in the state can do with that. I'm sorry. It's my opinion.
So what's next for Sandy Creek? They got a good freshman.
Shit, I don't know, bro.
Now I got a good question. I've been seeing tweets, and I asked this in my group chat. Does Jabari Smith still wins Mr. Georgia basketball?
Well, who else was nominated for it?
Matthew Cleveland, Kowaski Reeves, Scooter Henderson.
I think if you
Kawhi
lost,
was out in the first round. He can't win it over somebody that went to the state championship.
I think if you lost, I think if you didn't win the state championship, you kind of knock yourself out. So
Yeah.
So-
it's gonna be Matt Cleveland.
probably should.
So
be
you think either Matt Cleveland or could Bruce play tomorrow? Milton played
it
tomorrow.
could be Bruce.
That's
Yeah.
true. I forgot Bruce. I forgot about Bruce. I don't know how I forgot that, but yeah, I forgot.
I think Cleveland wins it. I think he'll win it.
Sure.
He won a championship.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean-
EJ lost to 2 NBA dudes. The Cross Creek have 2 NBA dudes. No, actually, at the time, Newton had 1 mid-major player and 2 high-major players.
And not only that, probably the best point guard, one of the best point guards that we've seen in GHSA in Ashton Hagens. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
comparison. It's not a comparison.
Well, you know what was crazy? You say that I think Isaiah Miller and Kanan Carlisle about to skip over Ashton. Ashton didn't win no state championship. Isaiah just won 2. His second one.
He probably will.
when I don't know when the Mr. Georgia basketball votes had to be cast, because it depends on did you cast your vote before the state championship, or are you able to cast your vote after the state championships? I think that will matter on who actually wins Mr. Georgia basketball. I don't know when, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know.
And Sly's on here, so Sly might have a vote. I don't know. He might be able to tell us, but I don't know when those are due.
But yeah, man. It's tough. That's tough.
He hit him with it's tough.
Oh.
No, it is.
I think it's gonna be hard to get Matthew Cleveland because they only lost 1 game all year.
Yeah.
And they won a state championship. I think it's hard to get them. I don't know. I don't know how the qualifications. I don't know how that works. So I can't really speak on that too much.
I hate it for them. And
I really wanted Sandy Creek to win. Like,
Man,
I don't
not even just for them. For that, it feels like they've been getting teased for the last 3-4 years.
and because
It's
they
like
always have so much talent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, you got this girl, you know she's fine, and every time she's warming you up, you think you about to get there, and she say, "Oh no, we ain't doing it on the first night, or we're not doing it." It's like he's almost there every year.
I know how it feels though, because like I remember back in the day, I was trying to get AAU.
votes are already casted for Mr. Georgia basketball, so it probably is.
I still think Jabari still wins.
Yeah, probably Jabari. Yeah. I know how it feels though, because I remember I used to want to get top 10 AAU in the country, and I kept getting like 15. Like, damn, am I ever gonna get this? I'm gonna go back and do it again next year. You know what I'm saying? And then finally I got it, but I had the right group that right year and a little bit of luck to get it. He had the right group this year to get it. So I don't know.
I hate it because it's almost like I go down as the Sandy Creek hater, and I picked them to win a state championship.
But guess what?
year.
But guess what? You can't even look like a hater. You might look like a genius. Like, because you're not, you just say you calling a spade a spade. It's like, hey, Sandy Creek, the pressure is on.
And
The pressure is busting pipes.
we understand
Man,
that Cross Creek
you missing it, man. We gave Cross Creek their
Yeah.
flowers. I know they're good, bro.
and they're really
I know
good.
they're good.
But Sandy Creek is really good too, and they have the roster. Like,
Cross Creek was probably the better team. Seems like they were the most prepared, a lot better. Because from what I'm hearing, they said that coach made a ton of adjustments
and that's my thing.
coming out of timeouts.
That's what it come down to.
So we got to get.
Sandy Creek probably felt like they got the goods already. Well, shit, I can go out there and let my guys play. I can let Miles rock out, and they probably ain't switch nothing up.
Man, so I'm trying to get this coach name, man. Coach Kelly, Lawrence M. Kelly.
Now I tell you what, one thing, that Cross Creek guy, that the coach of Cross Creek, that has won this state championship, he deserves a lot of credit because
It's hard to come back.
that is a lot of that's a tall task to stop a McDonald's All-American. Like, come on, dude. And that's the thing. We're not being completely honest here. Like, this dude is going to be in the league soon.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like and then they have a point guard that's going out to the West Coast. Like, they have some players, dude, and he beat them. Like, he deserves whatever he gets coming his way.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like we need to get with Chad. We need to bring Coach Kelly on the show.
Yeah,
and just talk about that experience from losing at the state last year.
I got his number. I'll hit him.
Yeah. Losing the state last year and then coming back being like, think about it. They lost last year, but how does it feel that you beat a pro? You beat a state championships. You beat a pro. Not only like that says a lot.
That's serious. Yeah, that's serious. Like,
but you know what that tells you though? Like I keep saying that. Look at the basketball in Augusta.
Basketball is booming in Augusta.
Basketball is booming. Really, Augusta has something to say.
Booming. Cause Grovetown got a freshman. Woo-wee.
Grovetown, you know, disappointed me, but you had Evans. Now you got Cross Creek. You got Cross Creek girls. Like, this is crazy. What's going on out there in Augusta? Augusta just don't have Peach Jam now.
When I thought about Augusta basketball, I used to just think about Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Not Jenkins. I'm sorry.
I ain't pay my light bill.
Damn, bro.
Damn, now I see they jerseys, but now I can't think of the name.
What team?
With them red uniforms.
Josie. I don't know.
I didn't hear what you said, my bad.
Said Josie from high school. Laney.
All right. I don't know why I call them Jenkins. That's Savannah.
Yeah.
But when I thought about Augusta, I used to just think about Laney. Now it's Laney, Evans, Grovetown, Cross Creek. Like, they got, hey man,
that's a powerhouse. Like,
Augusta basketball booming, dog.
It's
booming. I appreciate Grovetown coming out to the Lemon Street Classic. Evans coming out to the Lemon Street Classic. Represented. They represented.
You know what's funny? Because we really haven't been watching. We've been watching games, but this feeling right here with this playoffs, this been the most exciting.
It has been.
Like these last 3 weeks, teams that's supposed to win losing, you know, teams getting blowed out. Like it's so many shockers. Like, think about it. What outside of Pace Academy, who else? All our votes were wrong. Take outside of Willard, maybe Willard 6A, but we all knew Pace Academy was going to win 3.
I think I picked those two. I got wrong.
But every other division, we got wrong.
Who do we pick for tomorrow? Milton? Or Bergmar?
Man. I want to see who's Ride Out going to guard.
Oh, he's taking Kanan.
He's going to guard Kanan?
Who's going to guard Bruce?
I think he's taking Kanan.
It's going to be a tough one.
I don't know who wins that. I can't tell you.
I can't.
I would think that Milton's a favorite, though.
I do. Why wouldn't they?
No, I said I think that.
No, Milton is the favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Berkmar is still the underdog.
If Berkmar wins, man, outside of Cross Creek, that may be the biggest statement.
That'd be a big win. Yeah.
That's a big statement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if they win, Amigos out to a concert. at Bergmar. I said
Oh,
the
yeah.
Migos got
They
those
win,
guys.
you know risk going up at Berkmar.
Yeah, for sure.
Up.
For sure.
If they win at Berkmar, that whole
That's
team.
gonna hey.
At Cuervo House on Saturday night.
Yeah, it's going crazy if they win.
It's going crazy. Crazy.
It's going to go crazy if they win.
They can win. But it ain't going to be easy because Milton is so well coached. They disciplined.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Man, that's what, man. Kane and Carlisle?
Kane and Carlisle started to look like what you said a couple years ago. I ain't going to lie.
Different,
come on,
different, dog.
Come on, man. Hey.
Different.
I want to text his dad, man. You got me looking like a genius right now.
For once, finally.
He different.
Got me looking like a genius, man. But that's crazy how tough that Georgia backcourt. You got DT, just won a state championship. David Thomas. You got Isaiah Collier, just won a state championship tonight. Now, what if Caney wins one tomorrow?
And who is this? What team is this?
I'm naming the top 3 guards in 2023.
Yeah.
And all 3, now it's just on Isaiah, can win a state championship tonight. That's a crazy lineup. That's a crazy class.
So then all 4 of those guards should be high major, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think DT name should get up in the rankings now, like up there with the Canaans and Isaiah.
I haven't seen rankings for that class really. I haven't looked at it closely. I gotta look at it. I don't really care about rankings too much, but yeah, I gotta look at it. Well,
who else plays tomorrow outside of 7A?
Oh, can we talk about Westlake girls before we get out of here?
Are they the best girls program in the state?
I think to be, bro. They 98-0. 4 championships, back to back. They did a 30 for 30 special.
Yeah, they do. You know what? Cam Newton needs to do something. He went to Westlake. He needs to.
A lot of people
have that documented.
A lot of people went to Westlake though. Pac-Man.
Huh?
Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, they need to go ahead and get them that ESPN. They need that because 4 rings. That's crazy.
He said they're 110 and 0.
100. I thought it was 98. It's a lot of games.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, Raven.
And
Raven is Naismith Player of the Year.
I heard she was a monster. Not even just scoring, just making plays. They said she may have 9 assists. She locked up the guard.
I had to remind him to talk about Westlake. Yeah, they did.
You're being called sexist and everything.
If you were her, would you retire after this one? After this fourth in a row?
No, keep going.
But she about to lose all them pieces.
Hey man, winners want to be around winners, so I'm sure there'll be more coming in.
I'm pretty sure
coming.
It's some 8th grade girl like, oh, we're finna win. I'm coming to win at Westlake.
Yeah, they're gonna transfer. That's for sure.
That's tough, man. Georgia basketball.
I couldn't
imagine playing high school basketball and never losing a game.
I couldn't imagine if there was no COVID and Westlake girls were the way they are now, that gym would be sold out. Like sold out.
We get to say goodbye to COVID seasons. Hopefully, this is the end.
Oh, we about to be active.
So are we done with Zoom? Are we going back to like
Zoom?
We might have something planned. Hey, look.
I gotta get these outfits off, man. I gotta get these fits off, man. Because before COVID, I used to step out and then people be like, "Are you on the podcast?" I'd be like, "Damn, you watch basketball shit?" You know what I'm saying? I gotta get these fits off, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Hey, after March the 26th, man, anything is possible.
Well, go ahead and get your second vaccine.
Anything possible after the 26th, big dog. Lot bringing the food.
Huh?
Yeah.
Said the food? Oh yeah, I got you.
Lot. Bryce. Never mind.
Yeah, don't put me out there.
Yeah, I ain't putting you up. Yep. Surprise location.
Hey man.
We got it going.
Real? No, for real. God.
On the radar is gonna be out of control. Hey man, but look, it's almost 11. We did our thing. We gave you our recap show. We'll be back tomorrow for the last day. Good luck to all the seniors that are going to Corey Black camp down in Macon. Man, I hope y'all ball out, do your thing. Can't wait to see who gets offered. It's always somebody. Somebody always get an offer or something at Corey Black event. So good luck to you guys. Make sure everybody goes to Chris Watkins' event on Sunday, Southern Hoops Report.
We'll be
That's
working.
another event. Great exposure.
Oh yeah, me and Bryce working the event.
I'll pull up. I'll be up there. Another great event, full of exposure. So make sure you go check that out. Great basketball. So until then, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. We'll be on right after the 7A championship game. So roughly about 9 o'clock, we'll be back on. Working overtime, man. We're giving it to you every single day. Recaps after the championship game. So love you guys, man. It's Love the Game podcast. Good night.